Good morning, IED students. We're still working on Activity 7.2 section views. During our first session, you should have completed number 1. That's the one I had with the video last time around. We did the other front. You had to do the front view as a section view. And you were supposed to complete this one as well. That would be number 3 on page 3. Question number 2 on page 3. For today's assignment, I'm going to have you do number 3, whereby we have a half section. Notice that this quarter of it's going to be removed. So when you draw this, it's going to be drawn. It's going to look very similar to the right side. Matter of fact, this half of it, right down to the middle, where the cutting plane line is going to be, this half of it is going to look just like that. And the other half is what you're going to see as we cut this part away. So imagine this little corner right here gone. That's what's going to be taken away. So that's the next one. On this last one, I've updated all the dimensions for you. I've actually put a modified version of it on our Google Classroom page so you can take a look at that. Don't forget about the conclusionary question. You're going to have to get some grid paper and actually make a drawing of this. Now, when you start up a drawing like this, you're going to have to do a multi-view of it. So you're going to take it and you're going to set up a multi-view grid. This is what a multi-view grid would look like. We have the top view here, and you can see you draw it all out. Draw it all out. Don't worry about the circles. The circles have to be somewhat close. Doesn't have to be perfect. Include hidden lines as well. And then the right side view, you're going to put the right side view in there. And this is where we're going to do our full section. Notice I have school grid paper, but if you use regular grid paper, just make sure you put your name, period, date on it, what drawing it is, that type of thing. In the end, when you set it all up, it's going to look something like this. I did it on regular grid paper because I know many of you don't have school paper, although I did put the PDF of the school paper on the grid paper on our Google Classroom page if you have a printer. So once again, section view number 4, name period. You're going to draw the top view. I left 6 spaces between views, and then you're going to draw this right side. The right side over here. I didn't do that for you, but there's your top. Notice that you're going to even put in the cutting plane line. The cutting plane is the heaviest line on your paper. It goes long dash, 2 short dashes, long dash, 2 short dashes, as such. And this is what you're going to do for your section. So remember, when you do the section view, it's as if this part right here, this whole half of it is gone, and you flipped it up, and this is what you're going to be able to see. So you're going to do all of them, darkening your lines. Make sure you put your hidden lines in. In this case, there's really no hidden lines in the section view. But you want to make sure you put in your right side view. When all this is done, you're going to take the whole packet and either scan it in. I prefer that you use that CAM scanner app if you have it. You're going to scan it all in, and you are going to upload it to our Google Classroom, and that's how I know you've finished it. Some of you that have already submitted the first 2 questions, you just have to make sure you submit the last 2 questions and the activity, because don't forget there's a couple of conclusionary questions that go along with that. So your assignment for today is to finish off section views, activity 7.2, and have it uploaded by the end of the day. So you have enough work to do. I'll talk to you soon.